Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to Anime King. And today I'm going to be giving you the final episode. Yes guys, the final episode of What If Tsunade Was Naruto's mother. I hope you guys have enjoyed this series. Up to 68 parts. It's been a while guys. And I hope you enjoy each and every one of them. Thank you all for following me on this journey. And also, go ahead and check out What If Naruto Took His Training Seriously that I posted on this channel. And also over Anime King 2, I posted a new episode of What If Naruto Was Trained by Gods, and I also posted a new episode of What If Naruto Was Taken by Orochimaru. So go ahead and check that out and enjoy. And remember, if you're new, to click that red subscribe button and join Anime King and Anime King 2 and become a part of the Anime King family guys. And don't be sad, because new series will be coming and I hope you enjoy each and every one of them. So yeah, without further ado, let's start this final episode of What If Tsunade Was Naruto's Mother. Begin the intro.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their
So, the last part we left off, it was a touchy part as Naruto came back to the village. As Mai, Tsunade, everyone was happy to see him. As Naruto met his daughter, baby Mito, Senju Mito, which was named after Tsunade's grandmother. Yujito also came back to the village. That night that Naruto spent with her, it turns out that she is pregnant, carrying Naruto's child. As Naruto told her that he will always be by her side. We then had a 1 month time skip, as everything was peaceful in the village, until Naruto was walking with baby Mito in the streets. He then felt a strange chakra, as it was strange to him because he killed this person. How could he still be alive? It was Sasuke Uchiha, as Naruto handed over baby Mito to a wood clone, as the wood clone went back to the compound, as Naruto faced off against Sasuke in the middle of a street, as he had to rush to the Hokage's office after sensing Itachi's chakra near his mother. When he got there, his mother was on the ground as Itachi was naming his demands, as he told them that he will control all 5 nations. With him ruling over everything, the world would be at true peace, and all of the Kages must leave their village and live in an unknown village, nowhere near any of the great nations. He told her that he will be back in 1 week, and after that, he will hear her answer. Sasuke told his brother that he wanted revenge on Naruto, so Itachi teleported the both of them to a wasteland. As Naruto and Sasuke fought, even though Sasuke had the Mangeto Sharingan and his Susanoo, he was still no match for Naruto, as Naruto proved stronger than him. Naruto was about to kill him when Itachi appeared and blew away Naruto, as Kurama then told Naruto he wanted to talk to him. So yeah guys, that was basically the last part we left off. You guys can switch across the place and check it out for yourself. So let's begin this new episode, shall we? Naruto was currently in his mindscape as he looked up at Kurama. Kid, over the years I've been with you, we have had an agreement that you won't restrain me with your Senjutsu bloodline, and I won't force my chakra on you. Yeah, I know, said Naruto, but this time, I'm gonna need some of your chakra. No, this is different, said Kurama as he held out his fist. Huh? Said Naruto. Give me a fist bump, Kurama said. As Naruto did it, he then smiled as he and Kurama fully bonded, as Kurama smiled as well. As Naruto then released the cage. The cage swung wide open. Let's do this, Kurama, Naruto said. Yeah, Kurama said, as a burst of yellow energy fluttered around Naruto. Back in the real world, Itachi and Sasuke stood side by side as the KCM burst around Naruto, as Naruto looked at his hands, as he looked all over his body. It seems like you got the full power of the fox, said Itachi, as his Rainy Sharingan spin in his eyes, But let's see how powerful you really are. As he activated Susanoo, which stood tall on its feet. As Sasuke activated Susanoo as well. As Naruto created a wood clone that came from the ground. The wood clone looked at Naruto and nodded as it jumped a few feet away from Naruto. As the wood clone slammed his hand together, "Wood Golem," he said, as the wood golem broke from the ground, as the wood golem stood tall. The real Naruto slammed his hand together. "Let's do this, Kurama." "Yeah," Kurama said, as KCM burst around Naruto. As Itachi and Sasuke saw, Naruto stood tall in his Fox KCM form. As the four giant beasts looked at each other. As the four of them thrust forward into a battle. As Sasuke and the wood golem clashed while Itachi and Naruto took off. As Itachi Susanoo had a blade and a giant shield. As the fox brought down his hand, but he knocked it away with the shield. As he thrust forward with the blade, but the fox jumped to the side as he immediately built a KCM bomb as he fired it towards Itachi. Itachi brought up the shield as the bomb exploded as debris and dust was flying. Meanwhile with the wood clone thrust forward with the wood golem as a serpent that was around the wood golem went towards Sasuke. Sasuke brought down his sword as he sliced the serpent. As the wood clone went through hand sign, lightning style. "Lightning dance," he said, as lightning danced around his body as he shot it forward towards the Susanoo, but Sasuke slashed right through it with his sword as the wood golem then thrust forward, knocking Sasuke Susanoo off balance as he jumped on top of it. The wood golem raised his hand as he smashed down, breaking through it with one punch. As Naruto then jumped off the wood golem's head and run down his hand as he entered the Susanoo. As he had a Rasengan build in his hand, he brought it down towards Sasuke's face. "Chidori Stream," Sasuke said, as the wood clone was blasted away with the Chidori Stream. As the Susanoo then wrapped his foot around the wood golem's foot and flipped him over, dropping him on his back as the clone stick on to the wood golem's head using chakra on his feet. As Sasuke then brought down his sword, trying to slash the clone in half. But the clone channeled chakra to his hand and slammed it into the flat side of the sword, knocking the sword away. As he then jumped down as he ran through hand sign, fire style, fire stream, as he let out a stream of fire going down towards Sasuke. Sasuke immediately built back the front of the Susanoo as the fire didn't get through the defense. As Sasuke switched his sword with an arrow as he sent it towards the wood clone. The golem raised his hand as he caught the arrow as he snapped it into two. As the clone then ran through hand sign, water style, water dragon, as he sucked the moisture from the air and fired a water attack at Sasuke. Amaterasu, Sasuke said, as his black fire was able to kill off the water dragon. As the Susanoo then stood tall, knocking away the wood golem, as Naruto jumped back on top of the wood golem's head. "Let's go," as the wood golem thrust forward, as the dragon reformed around back its waist, as they charged at Sasuke. Meanwhile with Naruto and Itachi, the both of them were having a monstrous battle as the ground the air around them, as they were knocking back each other in their monstrous form. The fox held up his hand as two Rasen shuriken was created, one out of pure lightning and one out of wind, as he thrust them forward. Itachi brought up a shield as he knocked them away. He then swiped his sword down. As a wave of blade was coming towards Naruto, the fox quickly ran to the other side as he started to release small fire beams from his mouth, knocking on the shield, but nothing was going through that defense. As Naruto inside of the fox KCM went through hand sign. "Wood style, wood blockade," he said, as the ground beneath Itachi's feet. A giant wood blockade came up and knocked the Susanoo off course. The Susanoo tilt over as wood vines then break from the ground, some giant ones as they wrapped around the arms. The Susanoo ripped them off of him, but more wood vines came as they wrapped around his arms, bringing him down to the ground. As Naruto then summoned a clone. As he jumped out of the KCM as a clone, took control. As Naruto channeled chakra to his fist as he brought his fist down and slammed it on top of Itachi's KCM as the shield wasn't fast enough to block him. As it cracked and Naruto came inside as he then brought down his fist to smash into Itachi's face, but Itachi raised his hand. Almighty push! As Naruto was being blown back, but Naruto gripped onto Itachi's shirt. If I'm going, you're coming as well. As the force blew Naruto back, but Itachi was being held onto, so he came out as well. As Naruto threw him over to the fox, as the fox was already preparing a Biju bomb, as he launched it. Itachi turned around as he opened a dimension and sucked away the Biju bomb, as the fox then brought his hand down to try and smash him, but he landed on his feet. As he turned his hand into the robot path as he released a beam, slicing off the fox's hand and his tail, as the fox dropped form, as he was reforming. As Naruto then rushed towards Itachi as the both of them engaged in a taijutsu combat, as Itachi and Naruto was swift, as Itachi couldn't allow Naruto to hit him because one of those punches could deliver serious damage, as Naruto was swinging from left to right, his punch enhanced. As he brought down his fist, but Itachi jumped out of the way as Naruto made contact with the ground. The whole ground exploded. Itachi had to jump away as the fox then stomped down on where he was. As the fox KCM then faded away. Hey Kurama, what's up? It's our first time doing this. It's just for 5 minutes, said Kurama. Don't worry, next time it will be longer. Let me replenish my chakra. As he slammed his hand together and started to replenish his chakra, as Naruto rushed towards Itachi, no time to talk. As Naruto ducked under one of Itachi's thumb, as Naruto brought up his hand for an uppercut, but Itachi flipped back as he said Amaterasu. Naruto coated his body in yokai as the red chakra took the Amaterasu and threw it to the side. That won't work, Naruto said as he dashed forward as he brought his fist to punch Itachi in the face. Itachi turned and grabbed his wrist and flipped him over, but Naruto brought down his leg for an ox kick as he slammed his leg on Itachi's shoulder, as Itachi grunted in pain as Naruto used his other leg and hit Itachi under the chin. Naruto then flipped and did a roundhouse kick, knocking Itachi away, as that knocked the wind right out of him, as Naruto dashed forward as he channeled a lot of chakra into his fist, as he smashed it inside of Itachi's stomach, as Itachi was sent soaring through the air, blood gushing from his mouth. As Naruto rushed forward as he went through hand sign, lightning style, lightning stream, as he sent a stream of lightning towards Itachi. As the attack was coming towards him, Itachi held up his hand, as Naruto watched him absorb the technique. Damn it, Naruto said, as Itachi then got back to his feet huffing a bit. It seemed like he used that chakra to replenish himself and even kind of heal his wound a bit, seeing that that punch Naruto gave him was supposed to knock him down for a good while, but he's back up. As Naruto charged forward again, remembering that Itachi could absorb technique, as Naruto swung his backhand around, as Itachi grabbed onto Naruto's wrist. As Naruto felt something, every time Itachi touched him, he felt something, but he was never thinking of it. But after seeing Itachi did that, he quickly realized Itachi was absorbing his chakra. As Naruto jumped back, "You just noticed, have you?" said Itachi. "You absorbed my chakra," said Naruto. "Yes, I was, from the beginning. That is why your fist wasn't so super effective. If you were at 100%, you'd have caused badly damage to me. But seeing that you are not, I wasn't that badly hurt. Now, Senju Naruto, you have been a pain in my ass for a long while now. You won't stop me in my goals of changing this world." "Changing this world? Stop talking bull crap," said Naruto. "You're not trying to change this world or anything. You just want to take over." Naruto then felt his chakra severed from his wood clone, as the wood clone was still connected to him, using up a lot of his chakra, and seeing that Itachi had been absorbing his chakra. The wood clone turned into a log as it died down, as the wood golem vanished. As Naruto felt it, he then had to turn around and dodge a Shinori to his face from Sasuke, as he flipped back, but he flipped right back into Itachi, who kicked him in his back, as Naruto felt a harsh pain. As Sasuke dashed forward and punched Naruto in the stomach, as Itachi then punched him in the face, as the both of them was knocking him from left to right. As Kurama finished, as he gave Naruto the KCM, but Itachi grabbed onto Naruto, as he held him in a headlock, as Naruto released 2 KCM arms, but the arms then fell to the ground, as Itachi was sucking out the chakra from Naruto, as Naruto felt his head going light, and his body going limp. As Itachi then released him, as Naruto felt the ground a thud, as both Sasuke and Itachi stood over Naruto as the both of them were chuckling to themselves. The mighty Senju Naruto, look at you now. Nothing but a dope, and you will always be a dope. You was stronger than me, or I waste my time with Orochimaru all this time. I should have been training with my brother. You killed me and I was reborn. And now you're nothing, Senju Naruto. As Sasuke pulled his sword, as he brought it down and pierced it through Naruto's hand, as Naruto screamed out in pain. You slit my throat with your sword. I think I should return the favor. As he kicked Naruto in the face, as he came over Naruto and drive his sword right through Naruto's arm as Naruto squealed out in pain, as he pulled back his sword, as blood was gushing from Naruto's arm, as he was exhausted and tired. Itachi had sucked away his chakra. As Itachi stood there, letting his brother have his revenge. As Naruto contacted Kurama, what am I going to do? Kid, we're in a sticky situation. The chakra I just gave you, he took all of it. But there's another way. What? There is? Yes. A way you will get enough power to defeat the both of them. And how is that? Tell me, said Naruto. It's a fusion between the both of us. Fusion? Said Naruto. Yes. Me and you fusing our body together. It's called Baryon mode. It will give you enough power to take care of the both of them. Well, that's awesome. Let's do it, said Naruto. As Kurama looked at him and smiled. What's that smile for? Naruto asked. I have watched you grown up, and you have turned into a capable young man. Huh? Said Naruto. Nothing, kid. Just know, I am proud of you. Really? Naruto said, as a smile was on his face. Yeah, said Kurama. As he held out his hand, as Naruto boomed face with Kurama again. As Kurama's body then turned into pure chakra as it went into Naruto. As all of it came from the cage and flew straight into him. As Naruto felt something coursing through him. As his eyes snapped open. They were now red with slits. Sasuke brought down his sword to try and pierce Naruto through the stomach, but Naruto grabbed the blade. As Sasuke was shocked. As Naruto opened his eyes, as Sasuke saw his red eyes, as Naruto snapped the blade into two. Naruto then jumped up with incredible speed as he smashed his fist under Sasuke's chin, breaking Sasuke's chin in the process. As Sasuke was sent flying back, as Itachi looked over, what the hell, he said, as he could see Naruto's chakra coils. As he could see the amount of chakra radiating through Naruto's body, and the amount of power. As he stepped back in fear, even with these eyes he could tell that Naruto has turned into something far stronger than him. As Naruto stood up, as a new form of the KCM flared up around him, as 9 tentacles came from his KCM cloak. Sasuke, Itachi, this is where it ends, he said, in a voice that was mixed between the Kyuubi and Naruto. As Sasuke picked up himself as his mouth was leaking, as Naruto went through hand sign, wood style. Wood chasm, he said as he slammed his hand on the ground, as wood spikes erupted everywhere, as Sasuke and Itachi had to jump up. But the wood spikes were unending, as one of them pierced through Sasuke's arm and the other one pierced through his leg. Itachi held up his hand as he said almighty push, as he blew them away, but his brother was suffering from the injury as he dashed over there, as he blew away the wood spikes. As he rushed over to his brother, as Sasuke's mouth was gushing blood, his jaw couldn't even lock. Under his chin was completely destroyed, his arm and leg was leaking. Don't worry, I'll save you, brother, said Itachi. No you won't, said a voice, as Itachi felt Naruto's hand grip him on his shoulder, as Itachi felt extreme pain as he had to go down to one knee, as Naruto's hand was coated in the Fox KCM, as he broke Itachi's shoulder, as Itachi screamed out in pain. Itachi's hand then went limp, as he swung around his other hand to hit Naruto. But Naruto jumped back, as Itachi raised his hand and said almighty push. But Naruto stood there, as the force tried to blow him away, but he stood his grounds. As Naruto then charged up an enhanced fist. As Itachi was about to jump back when Naruto vanished in a blur, as he appeared behind Itachi. The moment Itachi turned around, Naruto's fist collided with his face, as his nose and a few teeth break, as Itachi was sent soaring through the air as he crashed a distance away. Naruto then looked down at Sasuke, as Sasuke was gushing blood everywhere. He couldn't even talk. As Naruto pointed his two fingers towards Sasuke's heart. "I have to end this," he said. "I can't have you trying to come back and kill me or hurt anyone in my family." Lightning style. Lightning bullet. As he fired a bolt of lightning from his two fingers, piercing right through Sasuke's heart, killing him instantly. As Itachi got up, blood gushing from all over his face. As he flared up his Susanoo with his remaining chakra that he has. As he rushed over to Naruto as he brought down the blade. As he smashed down hard. But he was surprised when his blade didn't connect with the ground. That means it didn't cut Naruto down. When the dust cleared, Naruto was holding onto Itachi's blade with his hand. As Naruto grabbed the blade with his enhanced strength and plus the power up from the Baryon mode. As he squeezed the blade so hard that cracks started to come into it. Itachi's eyes went wide as the blade cracked and break. As Naruto jumped up in incredible speed. As he thrust his hand back. The Baryon mode then left Naruto as all of it went down into his face. As Naruto smashed through Itachi's Susanoo and went straight for him. As Itachi's eyes went wide. As Naruto took him out of it and brought him down to the ground, a boom. As the entire earth cracked open from the power that was in that face, and Itachi was at the end of it. It took a while for all the dust to clear. When the dust cleared, panting, exhausted Naruto was standing there. As he looked down at Itachi, who had a gaping hole through his torso, who was lying down dead. As the entire section of his chest was blown out by Naruto's fist. "Kid, you did it," said Kurama. As Naruto collapsed to the ground. "Yeah, I did," Naruto said, huffing and puffing. "We need to talk," Kurama said. As Naruto entered his mindscape. "Thank you for all your help." As Naruto saw a weird glow around Kurama. "What's going on?" Naruto asked. "Well, the reason I didn't tell you about Baryon mode is because if you use it, I would die." "What?" said Naruto. "Then why did you?" "It's because of what I said, kid. I told you I was proud of you. I saw how you have grown. How you have gone through this world with compassion and kindness. And you have changed me over the years. That is why you need to live. For your kid and your other kid that is on the way. And take care of them. But I'll be gone. Don't worry, I won't be dead forever. I will reform in some years. But I won't have any memory of you. But I want to thank you, kid. Thank you for everything you have done for me. You changed me. And not just me. Everyone you met. Neji, all of them. There is just something about you." As Naruto was crying at this point, as Kurama was always here, he realized that now, since him and Kurama had that understanding, that Kurama won't take over his body, and Naruto won't bind him. They've been living in harmony, but now he's going away. Just make sure to train, and become even stronger, and protect your loved ones. And don't worry, even though I'm going to go away, you won't die. The Baryon mode. Fuse some of my chakra inside of you, so you won't die. So just keep your training. And remember, I'm proud of you, kid. Thank you, Naruto said, as Kurama vanished out of his mindscape. As the cage crumbled away, as his mindscape turned dark and dark, as all of it vanished. As Naruto opened his eyes, as he wiped away the tears, as he held on to his stomach. "Thank you, Kurama," he said. He then dropped to his knees as he was exhausted, as he was huffing and puffing, as he passed out. A few seconds later, a swirling vortex opened up. "Found him," said Kakashi, as Kakashi stepped out of the swirling vortex with Kushina, as Kushina smiled as she picked up Naruto. A few hours later, Naruto woke up, as he was surprised he was not on the tough ground, but instead he was on a soft bed. As he slowly opened his eyes, as he saw a lot of heads at his bedside, and his mother asleep in the corner, as Naruto cleared his throat as all of them lifted up their heads. It was Mai, Haku, Yujito, Ino, and Temari, as a smile came on their faces, as Tsunade opened her eyes as she rushed over and hugged him. "I'm so happy you're okay," she said. "Mom, you're squishing me. Sorry about that," she said. "Wait, how did I get here?" As Naruto turned to his left to see Kushina standing there with a smile, it was Kakashi. "We found you with his Kamui." "Huh, thanks, Sensei," Naruto said. Meanwhile, Kakashi was outside reading his book as he sneezed. "I wonder who is talking about me," he said to himself. "So, Naruto," said Haku, "what happened?" "Well, Haku, it's a long story. Since you haven't been here, I guess I'll have to explain everything." Time skip. 15 years later. 1. Senju Naruto was currently standing at the window of the Hokage's office, as he was looking down in his Hokage robe. Meet the new 6th Hokage of Konoha, Senju Naruto. As he heard a knock on the door. "Come in," he said. As the door opened to reveal a teenager, Mito. As Mito smiled at her father as she walked over to him. "Dad, they're driving me crazy," she said, as Naruto turned, as a bunch of kids run into the room. "Dad, Dad!" As it was 3 girls and 4 boys, as they all rushed over to Naruto, as they all jumped on him. "Hey guys, you gotta get down," said Naruto, as he ruffled their hair, as they all giggled. "Hey, where's your grandma?" Naruto asked, as he looked at Mito. "She's coming," said Mito, as Tsunade entered the room along with Shizune. "Grandma," the kids said, as they ran over and jumped on Tsunade, and some of them jumped on Shizune, as Tsunade pinched their cheek as she ruffled their hair. "The Senju family has grown a lot, Naruto," said Tsunade. "Don't I know it, Mom?" said Naruto. "Well, you're responsible," said Shizune. "I guess you're right," said Naruto as he chuckled to himself. "We're here," said a voice, as Naruto turned, as Haku, Yujito, Mai, Ino, and Temari, along with Karin, was there, as Ino was pregnant, as she was expecting her second child, as Karin was pregnant as well, expecting her first child. "Well, I guess the Senju family has been growing," said Naruto as he chuckled. "So, did you get everything you need?" he asked them. "Yeah, we got all the baby clothes, everything," said Ino, as Naruto summoned a few clones as the clones took the bags as they went off to the compound to put away all the new stuff. As Naruto stood there, as a few tears came from his eyes. "What's wrong?" Tsunade asked. "I'm just so happy," he said. "Huh?" said Haku. "Well, to know that you all are here, all of us is safe. The world is at peace now, after what happened so much years ago, when I thought things would have turned out really bad. But I'm just..." As he then broke down in tears, tears of joy. "I love you all," he said. "And we love you too," all of the girls said. "And I love you as well, son," said Tsunade. "And we love you too, Dad," said the kids, as they jumped on Naruto, as they tackled him down to the floor, as everyone just giggled. But guys, this is the end. This is where I'm going to be leaving this off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this series, guys. Thank you for following me on this journey. It's been a long while. But I hope you enjoy each and every one of these episodes. And don't be sad even though this is coming to an end. This just means that new what if will be coming. So yeah guys, stay in tune because I'm going to be giving you some new series around the corner guys. And I hope you will enjoy each and every one of them. So thank you all again for your help and your support. But for now, I'm out of here. This is the last time you're going to be hearing me saying, what if Tsunade was Naruto's mother? After all these months. Thank you again guys. But for now, I'm out of here. Peace.